Hey everybody, it's Brian, slcfarms. Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to do a walk around of our 7616 Massey Ferguson Dyna6. This is a 3-year review. I've owned this tractor now 3 years. Decided I would give a full walk around tour of the tractor. I've never done that on the channel. And my thoughts on it after owning it for 3 years. Things I like, things I don't like, and all that good stuff. So let's get started with the video. Alright guys, here we have our 2014 Massey Ferguson 7616. This tractor has approximately 2,700 hours on it. It has a FL 4227 loader that I added to the tractor when I bought it 3 years ago. The tractor came with a full weight setup. We have 34s on the front, 42s on the back. It's a 480 42 on the back, and then on the front that's a Michelin Agribib on the front. We've put new tires on it since we bought it. I went with a Goodyear. It's got a 320 85 34. This tractor is 165 horsepower engine horsepower. At the PTO we produce about 150 horsepower, and on the drawbar about 142 horsepower. Up front we've got 2,000 pounds of weights. We've got cast weights in the rear, and the tires are loaded. So far in owning this tractor, I've been able to put about 1,000 hours on it. I have really enjoyed the tractor. We haven't had hardly any issues whatsoever that weren't something I did. I knocked a little sensor off the front axle here, and the front axle suspension wasn't working properly. So this tractor does have cab suspension and front axle suspension. It is a premium cab for the Massey Ferguson. It has the Dyna6 transmission. I'll show you a little bit about that once we get inside it and do a test drive around the yard here. So with this tractor, it's got the Sisu 6-cylinder engine in it. We haven't had a lick of trouble out of it. This is a DEF only tractor. There's no regen or anything like that. The tractor is category 3, 3-point hitch in the rear. It's got a large drawbar, came with the hammer strap, 4 rear remotes, ISO bus connection. It's got load sensing on it. This tractor, like I say, has got all the options you could get on a tractor. You got PTO bump on the fender. You got your up and down on your 3-point on the fenders there. You got the extendable lights on the side. All the rear work lights, 4 of them on the rear. This thing's got 2 flashing LEDs like you see a lot over there in Europe. But like I say, we really haven't had any issues. I had one rear remote stop working on me on this tractor, and we did replace the valve on that, and she was good to go. On the loader itself, it's a very quick attach loader. We've got the single point connection there on the loader itself. It's the Euro style hookup. We've got a bucket, 4-prong hay sprayer. This loader is scale ready, and it's already ready for the third function on the front. Just got to add the lines and a little valve up there in a black box. So otherwise, like I say guys, good visibility out of the cab of this tractor. We'll pop open the hood here and take a look at the engine. All right guys, under the hood here is our Sisu 6.6 liter 6-cylinder diesel engine. It's got really good access to all the radiators for clean out, air filters right up front. This tractor has big alternator on it, oversized alternator in fact. For all the electronics and stuff that these tractors run these days. This tractor ran a planter before I owned it. Fuel filters, oil filter, all right back there. They're a little bit difficult to get to with the loader frame, but if you drop the loader before you change the fluids, it's really not too bad. Again, air filter right up front. Antifreeze is going to be right here up top. And this tractor, if you lower the front axle suspension, it'll drop down about 3 or 4 inches to give you a little bit better access to work on stuff. But again, we hadn't had any problems with this tractor. It is dual alternators on the tractor. I thought I didn't mention that, but again, that's about it from here. We'll walk back around the back, take again a closer look at the 3-point linkages hitches, and then we'll go inside the cab. So back here in the back, again, category 3-point hitch. It's got adjustable linkage in the back, big heavy duty sway bars, big heavy duty exterior lift cylinders, massive third link there on the top. ISO bus, I really like that for the cloth baler. I didn't have to worry about a monitor or anything, could plug it right in. This is going to be for your trailer lights. This dual control is going to be for like your planters, stuff like that. Right back here, these boxes here, this is the hydraulic cab suspension. So you can turn it on and off. You'll feel the cab raise up and down about 3 inches. This thing rides like a Cadillac. It's got the bar axles on it. I did not buy it with duals. I didn't have a need for it, but you can put duals on this tractor if you need to. It's like I say, it's my dream tractor. All right, so as we fix to climb inside the cab of the tractor, right here as you climb in, you've got your DEF tank, which holds about 11 gallons of DEF, and your fuel tank, which holds 88 gallons of diesel fuel. You can work for a couple of days on that tank of fuel. I mean hard days. So as we climb up into the cab, I'll go ahead and say one of my first complaints. I have replaced the door shock on this tractor 3 times now, and they wear out so quick. Not sure why. I don't know if it's because of the weight of the door or whatnot, but that's just one of the things that has gone out, and I got tired of replacing. It's really minuscule, doesn't bother me a bit, but let's climb on up in the cab. So as we climb up in the cab, you'll notice we've got a buddy seat here. Buddy seat might look a little small, but it does fold up and lock in place to make a little bit wider space for our big old booties. Air ride seat. This thing is fully adjustable to your body. Lumbar support, air ride. It is jam up comfortable. You can be in this thing all day long and it not bother you a bit. As we look along the back wall, we've got 2 speakers right above our head there. All the AC vents are along the roof. All right, so as we're in the cab here, the tractor, right up here, I call this your drink cooler. So your cold air from your AC blows into here, and you can fit your water bottles. A 2-liter will fit right inside this little cubby right here. It's even got a strap, but it blows cold air into here. I'm not going to say it keeps your drinks ice cold like a refrigerator, but it does keep them from sweating and getting warm for sure. Got your radio, climate controls right here. This is fully climate controlled tractor. Rear view mirror. To our left, as we sit in here, we've got a dome light. These are going to be vents for defrost. Right up here, we've got a pull down shade. Just pull the little handle there, it rolls back up. To our left, we have a 12-volt power outlet right here. I believe the previous owner, that lighter was in there. I'm not sure that it came in there, but anyways, 12-volt power outlet here. This is our mirror control. It's got power mirrors on it for each side, rear wiper, and heated rear window and mirrors right there. So I'm going to fire this tractor up, get some air going, and we'll take it for a test drive and show you the rest. All right, guys, so right in front of us, this is a pretty familiar Massey Ferguson face, I would say. So you've got your forward and reverser right here, easy fingertip control, steering wheel that telescopes in and out, tilts up and down. Then your primary screen functions here. It's going to show you your fuel, temp, your depth fluid, and then there's some other functions in this smaller screen. Sorry guys, in this smaller screen here and here, where you can interface right here on the steering wheel. We've got our windshield wiper control right here, our horn right on the end of the windshield wipers, and our turn signals left and right. Okay, on around, we've got a screen right here. When you crank the tractor, you'll hit an unlock. This interface right here can show us multiple things about the tractor. So it can show us from our hydraulic remotes. We have 2 electronic remotes on this tractor that show up, and it can show us pressures. We can adjust the pressure of those up and down. It can show us our fuel mileage, our acreage. It's got the GPS control in here for your mapping and all that kind of stuff. You set up all your implements that you're pulling. You can set up your drivers. It's an older interface, being a 2014, but it's really easy to navigate. Right here on our armrest, so this here is added. This was the remote or the joystick for the loader. The loader is fingertip joystick for your up, down, left, and right. And the little screen interface here, this allows for your soft ride, self level. It's got a self dump feature where it will automatically dump the bucket and shake it for you, where you don't have to press any buttons. It's got a return to level. You can speed up, slow down, how fast the loader goes. You can set this thing up for yourself of how you like it. A little further back, this is going to be one of our multiple ways to shift this tractor through the gears. They're all electronic, every range, every gear. You have 6 ranges in this tractor and 4 speeds in every range, if I said that right. I may have said it backwards. Right here we've got 2 electronic remotes. We've got some preset functions right here, like an automatic throttle up to get to 540 or 1000 RPMs. This is a button here we can press and it will go into an automatic type pedal mode for, it'll shift through all the gears, like getting up to road speed. It'll go from first gear all the way to the very last gear to get up to road speed. Manual throttle here. PTO controls here, up, neutral, down, and this is a height setting for your PTO. Right here we have 2 manual remotes. They can be locked in either direction. We have an unlock right there to unlock those. PTO on and off. We have our clutch or whatnot between 540 and 1000 PTO. Actually, I said that wrong. This is going to be 540E, regular 540, and same thing with 1000. This is going to be 1000E and that regular full power 1000 on the PTO when you shift this here. I run primarily my cutter, baler, everything on the economy mode. We rarely have to use the full power mode, as I would say. Along the pillar here, we've got a slew of functions. This is all of our headlight functions. We can manually turn on each light, or we can drop down lower, turn them all on at once, or just the headlights right there and running lights. And that will take care of all the lighting. This is draft control for the 3-point hitch. Right here, these are 540 economy, 1000 economy, and a neutral switch. Right here, you've got your headlights. We've got automatic 4-wheel drive or locked-in 4-wheel drive, automatic diff lock or full lock. So you can put it into full lock 4-wheel drive with full diff lock and lock up all 4 tires. These 2 buttons here are your front axle suspension and your cab suspension. Let's see here. This is for the GPS. All you need to do is set an antenna on the roof, plug it to the tractor, and this turns on your auto steer, your GPS functions, all that good stuff. Under this panel here, we have our fuse box. Easy to get to. All the fuses and everything in the tractor. Right down here, we've got another 12-volt outlet. We've got several outlets to hook up. Baler monitors, implements, turn the 12-volt on and off here. Planter monitors, all that kind of stuff. Plenty of power stuff there. The rear window opens fully, and you've got not a lot, but an okay amount of room behind the back seat, along with a book to hold your manuals and stuff here, or a spot in the seat to hold your manuals. You can fit a few tools. The seat does, as you can see, swivel. You can lock that into place, but the swivel is really nice for getting in and out of the tractor. Back over our left shoulder. This used to have a cover over it with a baby cup holder. I didn't like that. I just took it off, and we've got a big opening there to put snacks, drinks, whatever. Little pocket there to put some tools, and a good amount of room on the floorboard beside the seat. Right underneath the def tank I'm pointing at is a locking toolbox, so you can pull that toolbox completely out and carry it. It's a nice big heavy duty toolbox. You can fit a lot in it, and you can pull it right out and carry it wherever you need. So that's really nice as well. This tractor has a feature where you can go clutchless and just do brake to stop. So if you want to do something like that, we're going to go over in our aero group here, and I'm going to try to get it where y'all can see this. We'll go over here, and you can see we've got this little brake pedal with off. We're going to hit OK. That turns it on. One of the things I kind of don't like is you have to turn that on every time you start the tractor if you want to use it. I kind of understand why it resets itself, but sometimes it's a little pain in the butt when you're baling hay all day. But man, that feature is super nice for baling. Just being able to hit the brake pedal, stop, let off, take off, and go. So here's a really good view from my vantage point. You've got excellent visibility all the way around in this tractor. Lots of glass. I think all tractors are about that way now. I sit a little lower in the seat. You can sit higher if you want, but I sit a little lower in the seat. With the electronic joystick on the loader, it is nice and smooth. You can do two functions at once if you want for dumping your bucket. It works really well, especially if I give it some gas. But yeah, if you want to, right now the bucket's level. If I need to bring it down, two functions at once, keep that bucket level. Does great. Same thing with going up. If I want to keep that thing level all the way up, comes right up nice and level. I don't have the self-level turned on or any of that. You've got a stick out there that also shows you when the bucket's level. So let's go for a drive. So parking brake is going to be right here to our left. All you got to do with this tractor, you don't have to hit a clutch or anything. This is a clutch. When you lift up on this, it's a clutch. It's not going to go into gear until we let down. This tractor is going to start out. If we want to shift with this tractor, just like most all the Masseys, even the 4710s, the non-Dyna transmissions. Oh, let me shut the door. There we go. All you have to do, press up right there. If you want to shift down, press down. You're going to shift down. If you want to go into reverse, no clutch, just go right into reverse. The tractor's nice and smooth. No spinning tires, nothing like that. Same thing, if I want to shift up, I can shift up and go faster, or I can shift down and go slower. Really, really nice feature. Over here by our right hand, we can do the same thing. We can shift up. Oh, sorry guys, got to get it turned here, trying to film and drive with one hand. But we can shift up by bumping up, bumping back. If we want to go to a lower gear range, we can go to a lower gear range. All you got to do is press in this little button and it'll shift. Right now it's in 2B. It'll go to 3B, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1E, and you can keep on going down all the way 1A. That's going to be your lowest setting right there, and it is creeping. We're going about 0.6 miles an hour in first gear with this thing. We want to speed up, we can just keep bumping the shifter, guys. We're in 1D, we just keep going. We're E, F. Oh, it's going to shift automatically into our second range. So It's 4 ranges. I misspoke earlier, with 6 speeds in each range. Still the same amount of gears. I said six ranges with 4 speeds in each range. The loader capacity on this tractor, I believe, is close to 6,000 pounds. The front fenders, they turn with the wheels, which is really nice. Sorry about the dirty windows, guys. We've been spreading litter. It is February 14th, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's to all you couples out there. And but February 14th, 2023. And I hadn't posted in a while, guys. If you've made it this far through the review, thank you for coming back and watching. Like I say, I just wanted to kind of do a review on this tractor here. The brake to stop. And we're going in reverse. I'm going to show y'all. No clutch. I can just push the brake down. I can go to forward. I can let the brake out. When you're loading bales and unloading bales, it's seamless. Brake, off, we're rolling. Brake, no clutch. I wish I knew how to. Maybe I can film both at one time like this. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Sorry if it's bad footage, but that's just really, and you can shift right back to reverse. I know a lot of newer tractors have that, but nothing I've ever owned has it. And it's been great for as far as a haying tractor. But, so back to me. We're doing well here at the farm. We're backing into the new hay barn here. We'll have a video coming up on that pretty soon. And I'm making this video because, one, I've needed to make y'all a video on the Massey. I've never done it. I've made it on on the Kubotas and whatnot, but never on the Massey. And I've really enjoyed this tractor in the 3 years that I've owned it. But tomorrow morning, this tractor is going to be leaving for Minnesota. We have had to sell the Massey Ferguson just due to some economic circumstances. It's part of life. Some good news though. I think we've got something else coming, and I think y'all will like it. So you have to stay tuned to the channel. Tell your friends about it. I hope you like this review. And pound that thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't. And thanks for watching. Hey everybody, it's Brian, SLC Farms. Welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be kind of an overview and it's going to be just a review video, 3-year review